For those of you that don't know, we came to America when I was 13 months old. My family came here for the pursuit of the American dream. So because of that, for my formative years in my childhood, my parents weren't always around because they were grinding to get us to where we are today. And I'm very grateful for it. But a lot of people ask me, who raised you? And, where did you get your moral compass and your humor, your values, and so forth? And the answer to that is Cartoon Network. I loved Cartoon Network as a kid, guys. I always watched it over Nickelodeon, Disney, and all the other shows. And I watched it all the way up to about age of 16, 17. And even as an adult, I kind of circled back and watched a couple like classics that I missed out on. They aged very well. Today, we're going to be doing a tier list ranking the Cartoon Network shows. And there's some that I'm not going to know because I kind of stopped watching for the latter part of my life. And by the way, if you guys chose Nickelodeon or Disney over Cartoon Network, you're kind of granola. No, I'm just playing. But Cartoon Network was just objectively the best, guys. And real quick, guys, we're almost at 5K subscribers. Y'all better hit that sub button for me, please. Two Stupid Dogs. I already don't even know what this is. So what is this? 16, dude, 16 was such a banger. If you guys didn't know, 16 is a show about like 16-year-olds that after school they go to the mall and just hang out and they just go into like adventures and stuff. I think when this show dropped, I was about like 14, 15, so I really related to this. And God, I had the biggest crush on the redhead girl. I forgot her name, but she was that shorty. It's between good and great. I wouldn't say it's the best, but dude, I was hyped for it. I'm gonna put it at good for right now. Oh, A Pup Named Scooby-Doo. A Pup Named Scooby-Doo was one of the shows that came out when I first came to America, and so this is like a classic. I don't remember it super well. So for that, I'm gonna have to put it in don't remember. Adventure Time. Okay, so this was during the era where I had just started stopping watching Cartoon Network. For the episodes that I did watch, Adventure Time was great. I think it is one of those shows that is tailored that an adult can watch and really enjoy as much as a kid. And there's a lot of jokes in there that only adults would get. And Cartoon Network was always great at that. And I think that's the reason why it holds up so well. Amazing World of Gumball. I didn't watch this because it was during that era where I just stopped, but I know people say it's fucking gas, so I don't actually know. Baby Looney Tunes. Okay, guys, Baby Looney Tunes was that shit, bro. I'm talking in the morning. It would always play in the morning too, and I remember I used to fake being sick because I didn't want to go to school sometimes. And my parents being loving parents and totally trusting me, thank you guys, they let me skip school. I'd be like, God, I'm so sick, Mom, Dad, I don't think I want to go to school today. Like I had like homework or something. I don't know when I turn in, but Baby Looney Tunes would always play around like 9 or 10 a.m. and they would always play for like 2 hours, so I was always watching this. And Baby Looney Tunes was a classic. You get to see all the classic Looney Tunes characters as babies. Absolutely adorable. I'm gonna actually put this as great because I have watched clips as an adult and like little compilations, and I love it, dude. So what's next? We got Batman Beyond, bruh. I don't know what happened, but as a child, Batman animated series were always just classic bangers, bro. Like it doesn't matter what it was. I can't even name many that suck. It's crazy to think about because DC currently is in the ringer. Batman Beyond though, freaking absolute classic. I'm gonna have to put this in S tier. That is just a banger. Batman, the Brave and the Bold. This was also a classic. Not as good as Beyond. I'm gonna put it in great. The original Ben 10. So if you guys didn't, oh my God, there's 5 Ben 10s. I didn't even know that. All right, I didn't see these, so didn't watch these two. OG Ben 10, very great concept, awesome action figures, very marketable, overall good show. Wasn't like a standout banger to me. I'm gonna put that at right mediocre. I did watch it, but I wasn't tuning in every week. Next week on Ben 10. Like, I wasn't all about that, Ben 10 Alien Force was actually better, in my opinion. The animation style was better. The story was better. It was more relatable to teen years, which I was going through at that time. So I'm going to put Ben 10 Alien Force at good. Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, very wonky storyline, very similar to Alien Force, in my opinion. I would put Alien Force better, though. Camp Lazlo. Camp Lazlo is a polarizing one because it's one of those shows that as a kid, I didn't really like that much. Like, I liked enough to watch it if it was on, but it wasn't like, oh my God, like, I can't wait for the next episode of Camp Lazlo. There were certain characters that kind of annoyed me, but then there were certain characters that I kind of gravitated towards. I remember hating the camp counselor, dude. As an adult, I look back and it's one of those shows that I actually really remember, which is crazy because some of these shows I don't remember watching much of. So I think that has something to say for it. I'm gonna put it at between mediocre and good. I'm gonna put it at a high mediocre, above Ben 10. Captain Planet. Yo, these are for all my old heads, bro. If you are a Gen Z, like not my type of Gen Z where you're like 1997, like right in the cusp of being a millennial, but like a current day Gen Z, you will not know what Captain Planet is. And bro, like Captain Planet was such a fucking classic. Like the hero of Captain Planet saving the universe. And there's this game. What was it? Let's find it. Captain Planet game. Bro, so this game right here, Captain Planet and the Robots of Zarm, bro. It's a turn-based game, and it's like strategy. And dude, that game was such a freaking banger. And for that alone, man, for that to stick in my head that well, I'm gonna put this at. Put it at good around this area. Chowder is another one, kind of like Camp Lazlo, but better. As an adult, I can watch Chowder now, which I actually like recently put on randomly in the background for noise, and it actually, I appreciate it. The character Chowder is just so positive and just so cute. I think as a kid, I didn't want to like it because it was just like, oh, a cute story about this fat kid or this chubby kid who eats a lot and cooks. But as an adult, I think I really appreciate Chowder. I think I'm gonna put Chowder at good, but like on the top of good, and I'm gonna actually move in 16 to great because I actually really enjoyed 16 now I'm thinking about it. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I didn't even know they had a TV show of this. The movie was good though, just didn't watch it, so can't count. Code Lyoko, bro, brava. Code Lyoko was a banger. If you guys didn't know, Code Lyoko was actually a French anime series, which is so unique. And then it got adapted into American culture and so forth. And I just remember watching this, going home from school, wanting to watch this because the animation style was wild. They had like 3D animation with 2D animation. It's just like, it was like the Timmy Turner Power Hour collab type beat, bro. It was so good. And I don't know why. I used to think they were Asian, bro. I don't know. I think it's because this dude looked Asian as fuck. And their eyes are mega small like mine. So Code Lyoko is great in my opinion. I wouldn't say it's the best, but I'm gonna put Code Lyoko at great, and I'm actually gonna put Code Lyoko at the top of great. I think it is just borderline from being the best to me. Codename Kids Next Door, come on. I don't even freaking S tier, bro. This is the best, one of the best, probably one of the top 10 shows of my childhood and top 5 in Cartoon Network. Man, this is just an absolute banger concept. I remember being a kid and there was a thing on cartoonnetwork.com where you can make and generate your own Codename Kids Next Door tag, like ID tag, where you would be a member of the Codename Kids Next Door and you'd get a number. And I just remember it being so cool. Me and my friends all made one, was like, oh, like, let me see yours. We'd like find a printer and print it. God, it was just so fun. Courage, one of those that just stands the test of time. It's gonna be the best as well. Also a top 10 show of mine as a child. I'm gonna put Codename Kids Next Door just above it. But dude, Courage, man, I used to be so scared as a kid, but I would always watch it, and I would watch it now as an adult. This show is freaking banger, dude. They tackled so many like great topics. Like I remember the cat episode with the 2 cats. They tackled the topic of love and so forth. And then I remember the whole instance of that one like spooky ghost dude. What was his name? He is terrifying. I had nightmares about that guy. Oh, this one, King Ramses Curse. Not the blonde dude. This dude right here made me shit my pants. And also the animation, freaking phenomenal. Cow and Chicken. This is a classic. Never went out of my way to watch it, but it did pave the way for a lot of cartoons. I'm gonna put this at mediocre. Don't think it was bad. Dexter's Laboratory. That's a classic. This is gonna be a hard one to rank. Dexter is either gonna go in great or best because it is so classic. Is it better than these? Yeah, I think it's better than these shows. I'm gonna put it right behind Batman Beyond, but Dexter's Laboratory, one of just an absolute classic. I actually have a tattoo of Dexter on me. There was also this crazy game on Cartoon Network. I think it's called Dexter Laboratory Game Battle Bots. Yeah, this game right here. This game was awesome, dude. I used to play this so much as a kid. It's essentially rock, paper, scissors with different robots, but you have to like land them in the right field and break down the other person's gate. Dexter's Laboratory, you're going in the best section. How to Train Your Dragons had a TV show? Wow, good for them. I didn't watch this, but I would assume it would be good. Duck Dodgers. This is an alright show. I have some memories, but it's gonna go on mediocre. Nothing crazy. Ed, Edd and Eddy, too easy. Ed, Edd and Eddy is going up to the best, right above Courage the Cowardly Dog. Just so many memories of mine in Ed, Ed and Eddie, man. I remember wanting to be in the cul-de-sac as a child because I was like, dude, must be so cool to have all these friends. But you know, now looking back at it, me and my neighborhood friends were a lot like Ed, Ed and Eddie. We all still hang out to this day. Back in the day, we used to hang out outside all the time. Evil Con Carne, it's a spin-off series from Billy and Mandy. I actually didn't like this show at all. I gave it a shot, didn't like it. It's gonna go in bad. It's gonna be our first bad of the day. Foster's Home, that's going in the best of the best. I'm gonna put it right above Ed, Ed and Eddie, but behind Kids Next Door. Blue, Mac, the whole gang, man, Eduardo, I remember all of them. Will, I had a crush on Frankie too as a kid. This show is great, man. Garfield show, I actually didn't like this show as a kid. I remember, I gave it a try. I'm gonna put it in bad. George of the Jungle, mediocre, nothing crazy. I have some memories of watching it, not the worst. I'll watch it if it's on. Green Lantern, not the most memorable superhero show, not terrible. I'm gonna put it in mediocre right around here. Oh my god, Adventures of Billy and Mandy, top tier. Are you kidding me? This is one of those just mega iconic shows. I'm actually gonna put this as my second favorite so far. Such a banger. I always thought that Mandy was so cool and Billy was so funny, and Grimm, classic character, probably one of my favorites of all time. If you guys didn't know, I actually have a Grimm tattoo on me. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. Huge fan of the show. Had a great cartoon game as well, the Halloween one. Oh yeah, Harem Scarum, that's what it's called. It was with the jack-o'-lantern dude. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, this is a classic. I'm gonna put this at great. This is gonna go up there right behind Code Lyoko. Amazing show. Puffy Ami Yumi. This is a show that is underrated. A lot of people don't remember this show. It was a show based on two girls who were going on tour, and it was based on two real girls who are right here, who are rock stars in Japan, I believe. And this show was actually really good. Had very memorable moments. I'm gonna put this in the good section. I'm gonna put it right around Captain Planet area for me personally. Johnny Bravo, classic. I will say it had iconic moments, didn't have a lasting impact on my brain though. I'm gonna say it was at the way top of mediocre. No, I'll put it at the way end of good. Johnny Test. This is one of those shows that's very similar to Ben 10 to me. Great lore. I had a crush on the sisters, the twin sisters. Not like knocked her socks off good. I probably watched Ben 10 over it, but I would still watch the show. Justice League. Oh my god, classic. Are you kidding me? This is gonna be the best of the best. Right around this area. God, it is so freaking good. Just seeing all the superheroes animated. The story was amazing too, and voice actors were on top of it. I could watch that now as an adult. Justice League Unlimited. This is also a great show. I'm gonna say it's right behind the original Justice League because of storytelling, but seeing all the heroes, still amazing voice actors and everything, I'm gonna put it right here. Crypto the Super Dog. I used to watch this in the morning sometimes. Nothing like knock your socks off, but you know, I'll watch it. I'm gonna put this in the upper half of mediocre. Crypto was Superman's dog. The Looney Tunes shows. Is this like the classic Looney Tunes shows? All right, if we're talking classic Looney Tunes, this is gonna go in great. This is very memorable. I mean, like, who doesn't know Looney Tunes? And also, it has my name in it. Looney. I'm gonna put it. I like Baby Looney Tunes a little bit more, so I'm gonna put it right in front of Adventure Time. Misadventures in Flipjack. You know, as a kid, I used to get spooked out at the concept of the show. I didn't really like it that much, but as an adult, I kind of appreciate it and remember it very fondly. The end of good. It was actually a good show. I would watch that show now. Oh, Mega XLR. Not a lot of people are gonna know this show. This is such a low-key show. I actually did enjoy this mainly because of the game they had online. The show itself, mediocre. Still do remember it. It's about robots that battle. I mean, like, come on. Solid. I'd put it right around here. Mucha Mucha! Dude, this show is awesome! There's a game that was also really good where they would battle in the ring. This is about like kid luchadors that battle each other, and god, this was a good show. I'm gonna put this at the end of good. I actually really liked watching that show. My Gym Partner's a Monkey. Very mediocre show. I remember the show and me watching it, but I don't remember anything that happened in it, so for that reason, I'm gonna go mediocre. I'm gonna put it at the lower end of mediocre. Over the Garden Wall. So this is a crazy one. So Over the Garden Wall, I didn't watch as a kid. This came out during the time where I stopped watching cartoons. I was on a date with a girl and she said, oh my god, you haven't watched this. It's not even really a show for kids. It's more, in my opinion, it's more of a show for adults. So I was like, all right, let's send it. I watch it and I binged it in one night. It's a short series, only one season, and I think it was one of the first cartoon shows to feature an autistic kid, which is freaking awesome because I love him. And the ending concept, I'm not gonna spoil it, but like, you guys should watch this because the ending concept really open-ended unintended twist that I really appreciated. This show is really good. As an adult, I watched this and I liked it that much. I'm gonna put it at the way end of the best because I actually really like this show as an adult, which is crazy. Ozzy and Drix, classic. Really enjoyed watching Ozzy and Drix as a kid. I would go home from school and actually look forward to Ozzy and Drix. The top of good. I'm gonna put this at around this area. Powerpuff Girls, classic. Wait, why is there two Powerpuff Girls? I'm just gonna put them next to each other. These are both really good shows. Being a kid, I didn't want to admit that I watched Powerpuff Girls because it's a girly show, but dude, I watched it. I mean, Mojo Jojo, come on. Mojo Jojo. I think I'm gonna put this at the top of good. Regular show, the best of the best. God, I found this show as an adult. I didn't watch this as a kid. I'm actually going to put the regular show at the way top because I absolutely love the regular show. Man, I binged the hell out of this. My best friend told me to watch it one day, and I just remember putting it on, and I was like, oh my God, like this show is not just for kids, bro. And I think the original creator made it for adults. I got mega stoned during the 2020 lockdown and like binged the hell out of it. That's one of the best shows of all time. Robot Boy. Didn't actually like this show growing up. I'm going to put this in bad. Samurai Jack, dude, are you kidding me? Samurai Jack goes in best of the best. This show is one of the most iconic. I kind of want to get a Samurai Jack tattoo actually right here. After Courage. Samurai Jack, man, being Asian and not seeing a lot of Asian characters in early 2000s media and seeing a freaking sick ass Asian samurai dude shit up and not talk while he does it. And I remember when he talked for the first time, and amazing villain too. Such a great story. Scooby-Doo, dude, this one was great. As I said, it's great. I'm gonna put it in there. So adventurous, very fun show. Squirrel Boy, not that great of a show. Bad section, just because I never really liked it. Star Wars Clone Wars, this is a great series. I didn't watch this one, so I'll put that there. But this one right here, Star Wars Clone Wars, bro, banger. But I'm gonna put it at the end of great, right after Scooby-Doo. Static Shock, one of the first black heroes I've ever seen as a kid, and God, was it so sick. And I remember thinking, God, Static Shock's so cool. And then they had a episode where Batman came in. That was so sick. Either at the top of really good or the end of great. Let's see what's in good. Oh, I can't put it over Powerpuff Girls or Chowder, so I think I'm gonna have to put it right there. Steven's Universe. I know this is a very renowned show. I never got to watch it as a kid though, so I'm just gonna put it in here. Okay, Teen Titans Go. This is an interesting show because I never watched it as a kid. My niece watches this show, and I will when I was babysitting her back in the day, I would watch it with her. And part of me was kind of pissed because I loved the OG Teen Titans and they made it so cutesy and cartoony. But you know, I watched a few episodes and it actually wasn't that bad. I'm gonna put it at the end of good. I think it's actually a pretty good show, just not like Teen Titans. Now, Teen Titans, come on. As I said, one of the best of the best. I have a red X tattoo on my leg, like absolute classic. I remember how cool it was that these teen superheroes that are connected with DC itself, like Robin. I remember the whole arc with Tara. I had a big crush on Tara and Raven, my OG crushes. I am gonna put it, I think it's my favorite Cartoon Network show. Honestly, you know, I didn't watch Thundercats enough, but from what I remember, Thundercats was pretty good. I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it. I'm gonna put it in mediocre. I know a lot of people love Thundercats though. Oh, Total Drama Island. Okay, this is a tough one to rank because Total Drama, there's so many seasons. Okay, if we're calling season 1, that's best of the best. But after season 2, it kind of fell off dramatically. So for that reason, I don't think I can put it best of the best. I'm going to have to put Total Drama in great because of its first 2 seasons. I think it's at the top of great. What? They made a kids version? Okay, that's weird. Totally Spies, underrated show. Another show that I didn't want to admit that I liked because it was a girl show, but I totally did like the show. I'm gonna put it at good around here. Uncle Grandpa, I know a lot of people watch this. I didn't watch it. What's New Scooby-Doo? Classic. This is going right above the other Scooby-Doo show. I think when I think of Scooby-Doo animated shows, this is the first one that comes to mind. Also, intro, what's New Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. Like, that was just such a banger. Right above Looney Tunes. Oh, Xiaolin Showdown. Underrated show. Really cool show. Another Asian character as a lead. The top of good, I think. Around here. I'm putting it there. Oh, the Batman. Oh, this one was so good. I don't think it's as good as Beyond, though. Batman Beyond was just an absolute classic. I'm going to put this right up here. I think it was better than Justice League Unlimited in my opinion. All right, so this is gonna be my full list for Cartoon Network shows that I've watched at least. I'm gonna skip over the ones I didn't watch, but you see the best of the best. We got Teen Titans, regular show, Codenames Next Door, Billy and Mandy, and then we're going down here, also classics. Some of these I still watch, like Total Drama Island I watched recently. At this section, I didn't really like these shows, and most of these shows I didn't see, so that really shows me like how much Cartoon Network still came out with shows, which is pretty cool. It was a fun tier list. I just wanted to do something different today, and so here it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, hit the sub button. I am gonna try to upload as much as possible, so it's gonna be fun. We're gonna push for 5K by the end of the year. Love you guys. See you guys next time. Bye.